Welcome back to the Red Crew. We are in mourning. We are pouring some for the homies. Uh, Today we lost one of the goats of MMA, UFC, to ever do it in combat sports. Sorry, let me get it together.
It's all right, man.
We lost Jorge Masvidal. He is perfectly fine and healthy and rich, but he is not with us anymore in the UFC. I don't know who's gonna punch people in the random streets of Miami.
Probably still be him.
I don't know who's gonna come out with Versace robes.
Still probably him.
That gives me solace. It's still probably gonna be him, right?
Yeah, I think it's still. I think it's still gonna be him.
Yeah. Anyways, but as you could tell, it's me, Chesco. Can you go turn the screen towards us, please? It's me, Chesco. We got Matthew here, and behind the camera, trying to produce, but not very well. We got Luis. Okay. We're gonna try.
Don't blame me for your mistakes.
Can you turn the screen, please?
I will.
Today, so I can see where I'm talking.
The camera.
It moves with me. All right. We're here to recap UFC 273. Adesanya versus. That was right?
87.
Oh, UFC.
He's had multiple takes, folks.
Oh Lord.
UFC 280. Y'all can let me know.
We did.
Multiple
We let you know
takes.
every single time.
UFC 287 Adesanya versus.
That stupid little intro that he just did, he's done like 3 different times because he couldn't get that number right. This is gonna be the last intro.
No, but they can tell you it's not on purpose.
He's concussed.
Yeah, man. Gilbert Burns hit me. They hit me. We're here to preview UFC 287 Adesanya versus Pereira 2. We're going to go through the whole card, and we're going to start with the first card. What was the first card?
First card.
I'm sorry, first fight.
First fight was Raul Rosas Jr. versus Christian Rodriguez.
The kid got humbled.
Got smacked the fuck up, man.
Can I ask you a question, Matthew? Do you think there's a close second MMA promotion to UFC?
Yes.
Which one? PFL?
One championship.
That's true.
It's just not American.
Yeah,
based.
one championship. One championship was a little weird.
It's pretty fucking awesome. However, it's weird because it's,
You heard him when you said that.
No, I'm with them. That
I
is
don't
the
watch it
closest
that much
one.
to be
That
honest.
is the closest
like,
one.
I couldn't name hardly anybody. Just like the ex UFC fighters and then Rod Tang. So that's about all I got.
But they do weird things though, right? They don't just do MMA.
Well, no, they do Muay Thai fights, kickboxing fights.
Yeah.
They do
Okay.
straight jiu-jitsu, and then they do MMA fights.
That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't call
So
it.
is that straight MMA?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only MMA. It's literally is a mixed martial arts
league
organization.
Yeah.
And I say that to say this. I don't know who the last ranked. Like say apparently ET, which is not the best sources to go through, but ET says that they actually do rank beyond 15th on the UFC. They just don't publicize it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
So let's say
probably
there's 30 bantamweights. That number 30 has to be pretty damn good.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Anybody in the UFC is good.
Exactly. I don't know who this Christian Rodriguez cat was, but he was he was good.
Mm-hmm.
And this Daniel Rosas kid thought he was gonna come out and just maul him in 2 minutes, and clearly was not the case. The guy decided to sprint a fight, thinking that it was gonna be done quickly, and clearly wasn't.
Another thing is, I don't think it was really just the fact that he was gassed. I think he was outclassed. He might have a little bit more sprint at the beginning than say his opponent today, but I think just in a lot of the positions he was just making a lot of mistakes positionally and just kind of losing positions and losing opportunities to be on top, and then sloppy shots, and it was kind of just a shit show from his first mistake, I guess.
He came in overconfidently, and like we talked about earlier, we said either he thinks he's going to finish this in 2 minutes, or he has a really, really good tank to keep this pace going for the whole fight.
One time in high school, they made us in the soccer team. They made us run like a mile, right? And took turns running the mile. The first lap, one of the guys did it like in 35 seconds, 40 seconds.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
And the coach said that was stupid. He's not gonna keep that pace up. Nobody can keep that pace up. And it's like it don't matter. And he was one of the best he was in track. That's what he did. That's he was one of the best well prepared guys. I don't care who you are. You can't sprint an MMA fight. You can't. Nobody does it. Even who do you think has the best tank in the UFC? And my vote is Colby Covington to have the best tank in the UFC.
I'd say, I mean, go to like the 125ers. Look at Davidson and
Probably, yeah. Those guys are good.
I mean, they don't take much energy to move.
I'd say McGregor for sure.
Okay.
You're right.
Now, those guys,
Tom McGregor.
Figueredo, Moreno, Kai Kara France, Colby Covington, even Usman, all those guys have a hell of a tank. None of them sprint through a fight. They have an incredible pace, which is Nick Diaz in their prime. They had a pace that, I don't know, nobody could keep up with. But it was still a pace. It was not a sprint.
Holloway.
It's a pace. He's not sprinting, killing you every time. All of those guys with the best tank, they have a pace. This kid did not come up with a pace to set a pace. This kid came out to sprint.
He came out to finish.
He came out to finish.
He also have known something that we didn't. They didn't have no fucking other option. Said, if you can't get him out there quick, you're fucked.
I disagree with that. I feel
what was his other option?
To just wrestle him for 3 rounds. He wanted to wrestle him for 2 minutes. I
agree with that. That makes a lot of sense.
He could have wrestled them for 3 rounds because he clearly had a good tank because that thing lasted him about a round and a half.
Yeah.
That sprint. So it's not like he had a bad tank. It's just he sprinted for a round and a half. You can't sprint for a round. If he would have set that pace, he could have lasted the 3 rounds and wrestled. He was clearly a better wrestler.
Well, I think also it comes down to philosophy. I think, like he... fucking 18, so he's just out of high school wrestling and shit. So he's used to the wrestling pace where you got 2 people going balls out because you basically have to. There's no, you can't rest in a pin or something like you can in, say, jiu-jitsu. I can kind of lay back. I'm not in trouble, so I can lay back, let them try to grind me down or whatever, but I'm not in any danger. And then they're tired and I can capitalize. In wrestling, you're both going head-to-head, pushing forward, trying to put somebody's back on the mat, So I think he came in with a wrestling pace, and this is a different sport. So, yeah, just to kind of agree with the point, I guess.
He is overhyped, unfortunately. Which is not a diss. It's not a bad thing. The guy, we brought up Bo Nickel as an example. Bo Nickel is also overhyped. Now, the guy has been able to beat the prospects. And Bo Nickel doesn't come out in a sprint, but he comes out in a very similar style to come out and finish early, but with a pace. I don't think that he's only 18. I don't think he's done or over with. The problem is the division he's in.
Mm-hmm.
The division he's in is trouble for a lot of people. There is 6, 7 potential champions in that division, and only one could be the champion. Oh, and not only that, you know what's crazy? I'm sorry. Can you put the ranking of the 135 division 15 through 1, please?
15 through 1.
Yeah.
Got it. You want me to tell them?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, Said Nurmagomedov, Jonathan Martinez, Chris Gutierrez, Adrian Yanez, Umar Nurmagomedov, Ricky Simon, Pedro Munoz, Yedong Song, Dominic Cruz, Ralph Font, Marlon Vera, Peter Young, Corey Sanhagen, Sean O'Malley, Merab Vili, Aljamain Sterling.
All right. You know what? The guy fighting Aljamain Sterling is not even ranked.
What?
Henry Cejudo is not in that ranking.
Oh, okay.
So
I forgot they were fighting.
It's what I'm saying. That division is so crazy.
It's stacked.
It's stacked. Yeah. Like there's 15 rankings out of names he put. There's 5, 6 potential title contenders, and none of them are fighting for the title. So it's that division is a different level, and what he has to his advantage is he's 18. If he does it smart, if he starts fighting every 3 weeks, he'll be done by the time he's 27.
Yeah.
But if he does it right, he can fight until he's 35, and he's gonna have the potential a lot more.
Yeah, his potential to have a really, really good career.
So,
all right, so the next fight is going to be Kevin Holland versus Santiago Ponzinibbio.
your boy won.
Oh yeah,
How you feel about it?
I thought he was gonna lose.
Not gonna lie, he was losing. He was losing most of the fight.
Sorry, Holland. Don't come find me.
Come find him. Come
H
find
Town,
him.
another H Town guy.
But
Is
yeah,
he H-Town? But because he fights out of California. We saw that.
He's from California. He fights out of Houston.
Oh, he fight.
I think his new camp's in Austin. I think that's what I heard.
Okay.
Oh, New Camp's in Austin.
Yeah, we saw him in new camp. So I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be stationed there, what he's doing, but nonetheless, he's got rockets in his hand, man. Just you got to be careful with a man like that. He's game. He has fun in there. He's always fun to watch.
He is so. You're right. He has rockets in his hands. There was a I don't know, an exchange where he threw a kick, right, a body kick. Ponzinibbio catches the body kick, so he's stuck there. He's balancing on one leg and just starts swinging, and with a back fist.
Oh, yeah.
With a back fist, hits Ponzinibbio in the chin, and dropped him. Ponzinibbio was lucky. It was the last 15 seconds of the round, or that could have been over in the first round. And Ponzinibbio was winning most of that round, so we didn't even know who that round went to. But he's that's something else that we didn't really speak about. I think to bring up something that we're gonna hopefully you get to see a recap of. It happens in boxing with Tank Davis. Tank Davis loses about the first 2 to 3 rounds in every single one of his fights. And then he always ends and knocks out the fighter around the 10-11 fight. I'm sorry, round.
Well, Cheeto's been kind of...
Cheeto, perfect example. Cheeto loses most of his fight, and then he knocks you out. Against Sandhagen, did you watch that fight?
Yeah.
Against Sandhagen, Cheeto, everybody was expecting he catch him, never caught him, lost the fight. So
do you think they're setting pace and finding distance and doing all those things that you usually do at the beginning of the?
I think it's a mixture of two things. I think it's
I mean, that's definitely what Sandhagen did with Cheeto. So it's just being able to find the pace, and kind of
gauge distance,
and also plan. Gauge where that fighter's going in the next round.
Exactly, yeah, right.
As you start coming to the end of a fight,
making those chess moves,
and that you're ahead, pretty definitively. You know what's coming. This motherfucker's gonna try to take my head off, and I got to stay in character, but also ahead of what's about to come. So
right.
What's crazy is I think it's a mixture of that, and I think it's a mixture. Unfortunately, those fighters have a ceiling to them, which is crazy. I know we're not talking about Chito Vera. I feel like Chito Vera has a better skill set that he shouldn't have to do that. I think Kevin Holland, as good as he is, because he's very, very good, and he has very good striking. He's a very good stand-up fighter, and he has very good hands, and of course he has a lot of power. I think his skill set is a little bit limited for MMA, where even though he's a great jiu-jitsu guy, his wrestling is very limited. And I think we saw it against Wonder Boy. He can't win a point fight. I've never seen him win one. I
don't think that's true. I think.
Have you seen him win one?
I think you put Wonder Boy against anybody in a point fight, and they're gonna lose.
That's a good point.
So, and he stood there with arguably,
the best point fighter ever. Yeah.
One of the best strikers in the UFC, who gets overlooked because he's not an MMA world champion. But, he had, 52 undefeated wins in kickboxing. So, I mean, he's one of the best kickboxers that the UFC has ever seen.
No, absolutely true. But what I'm saying is I don't think he's a volume guy is what I'm trying to say. He's not a Max Holloway.
Yeah.
He's not. He's
a brick-handed motherfucker.
Yes, he's a guy he's not going to hit you a lot. He's going to hit you. The problem, and part of it's to his credit, if he hits you a lot, you're knocked out. so it won't get to a long fight.
Yeah, you don't get to get hit a lot.
Yeah, you don't get to get hit a lot. That's part of it to his credit. Any fights where he does hit a guy a lot, the guy's out. So that's part to his credit. But today, Ponzinibbio was winning the fight. I think we both agreed, right?
I'd have to watch it again. I would say so. If I remember correctly, I feel like he was outpointing him and doing damage. Like, he's no light-handed guy himself. It's just, there's a slight edge. And also just the hit that landed was the one that, generally the longer guy can sneak that shit in past your elbow right into the chin and, put you on your ass. In this case, on his chin. So
we full disclosure, we already had this conversation. We're having it again. What is Kevin Holland's route? First of all, before you answer that, what is Kevin Holland's peak in the UFC?
I think Kevin Holland's fight you.
Me?
Well, that'd be a good fight. I would watch. I'd pay. Not a lot, but I would.
He'd fight me?
I'd pay a lot.
To fight who?
You.
Oh, we can set that up. Now,
he's not far.
Now. Oh, no.
You're like, no, he might take that.
You got a little too real for your comfort.
No, you know what? No, he got too real. You know why? Because Kevin Holland's been bringing like...
He beats up bullies.
Yeah, he brings up people to his gym and then beats them up. So
that would be really
I was going to go along with this joke for a little bit.
That'd be really good for the channel, though.
I was going to go along with this joke for a little bit. Then I remember what I was talking about. Like,
that'd be your biggest video.
This is where this ends.
Yeah, no, that would be a good video.
This is where this joke ends. And
Chesco, let me hear you do your call out.
For Kevin Holland? I got it. Kevin Holland. Pay attention. My team. I got somebody in my team who's willing to fight you. We're in Houston, Texas. His name is Ray. He is down anytime, any place. You just say the moment. We'll come to your gym. We'll fight with your rules, whatever you want, and we'll take you on. Any place, anytime. Yeah.
I'm just glad he did not say me.
That was not a call out at all.
Hey,
that was like a volunteered call out.
I'm gonna volunteer my friend to get killed.
I thought you said y'all want to have a good video.
I do.
That's what I do. I put on good video.
I prefer to see you get your ass kicked than Ray.
I thought this was about the video.
Yeah.
Not about who gets his ass kicked.
Well, who do you think that people are going to want to watch get their ass kicked?
Oh, a Turkish person? That's just obvious.
Why a Turkish person?
I don't know. People like Turkish people.
No. Why not a Colombian person?
Because Colombians aren't good for the world.
What?
They're not?
Colombians are great for the world.
No. Well, then you go get your ass beat by Kevin Holland. The fuck? Yo, man, I'm trying to get everybody paid here and happy. Got it? Instead of a fighter, I'm more like Daniel White. I put on fights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're the promoter.
I'm the promoter.
Okay.
See, I just got Ray a payday if Kevin Holland wants it.
Okay.
You know why? Because Kevin Holland, Ray says, I'm not saying this, Ray says it. Ray says your peak is to fight Conor McGregor. That's as high as you can go. Unless you beat him, then you could go higher. If you beat him, then you could go higher. But
didn't you say he couldn't beat Conor?
Who, me? No. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
That's what I thought, because I was like,
I remember you having bad memory.
Great fight.
I always had bad memory, but this happened 2 minutes ago. My short-term memory is pretty good.
Kevin Holland,
not so much.
I personally think, can you give me the 170 ranking?
I got you. Michael Pereira.
No, from 1 to 15.
From 1 to 15, Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington.
Freeze. I think you belong there.
He said freeze.
I think you belong there.
He said, where is my super
Now,
suit?
I'm not giving my opinion because my opinion doesn't matter. Right? And I understand that. My opinion is you belong there. Luis and Matthew think you belong in the 15th, but I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But would you watch a Kevin Holland versus Conor McGregor match?
Absolutely, I would.
But I'll defend your boy here because you're a Conor McGregor fan there, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so, but that's unfair for Conor McGregor. That is the perfect match for Kevin Holland because he did call out Jorge Masvidal.
Wait, what would be a better fight for Conor in the 170 division?
No, the problem is that we keep forgetting, and I got Conor's back on this. Conor McGregor fought at 145 at one point in his career, right?
Oh, is he the smaller guy? Yes, but Who is a
Kevin
better
Holland-
fight at 170 for Conor?
I would.
Like, who is a fight that he
For-
might win at 170?
Michael Chandler.
What?
Okay,
But
yes.
he's not. But you can't. Okay.
They are fighting at 170, but I mean, we're talking about past that. That's already like that's almost history.
Almost history in the future.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's future history.
I believe that Conor McGregor beats Michael Chandler.
I do, and then he probably fights Holland.
No, I wouldn't fight Holland. That's a dangerous fight. I would fight Leon.
Leon?
Yeah,
Over Holland.
absolutely.
So wait, but are we talking about realistic fights, or are we talking about
That is a realistic fight.
Yeah,
For him to win?
every fight is realistic for Conor. However,
That's a realistic fight.
for him to win?
Oh no.
That's
Well,
what
no,
we're
no.
talking about. That's what we're talking about here.
Well, okay, so I have to agree with you in terms of the danger's pretty much the same. The reward's much better.
I'll say this: if Conor McGregor will ever aspire to win a fight, a title at 170, it has to be by beating Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
He ain't beating anybody else
Why Leon over anybody else?
because everybody else can wrestle.
I can see Kimura, I can see Kobe, I can shit, Hamza. Never mind, I got you.
You know, like who else is gonna beat?
What about Gilbert?
No.
No,
No, okay.
you can't beat Gilbert.
I mean, you know what? We don't know what Conor can do anymore, but off of historically, yeah, Conor shouldn't be fighting any of those guys.
Yeah, his fight should be against.
I think he's going to be a lot better wrestling at this point, but again, it's just historically what we have to go off of. No, not the fights.
Hey, look, Kevin, I'm on your team, man. I'm on your team. Unless you fight Ray, I'm sorry, loyalty, still like you, but Conor McGregor and you would make money, and that's all we care about at the end of the day.
How do you feel about Conor McGregor and him for the BMF title?
The BMF title is retired. Leave it retired. We'll talk about it later.
Dale.
Yeah, put me in the hot seat. Time to turn it. What's the next fight?
Next fight.
Oh, Matthew.
Do we have any words of condolences?
Oh yeah, you wanna here? Where's my drink? You gonna pour some out? You gonna pour some out? You gonna pour some out for Adrian Yanez?
That's a lie.
It was a bad one.
He did it.
It was a bad one. I was very attached to this. I couldn't give the little sprinkle he gave.
Yeah, he did like a drop and a half, barely.
Well, some of it was for Adrian, some of it was for me. 'Cause my heart broke.
Adrian Yanez, man. H-Town. We're in H-Town, people. H-Town. That's why I'm so scared
And
of
this
Kevin
is,
Holland.
this
Go
is-
Astros.
They lost again. Astros are sucking, man. Pick it up. Start cheating. Yeah, like cheating was a bad thing. Like, all right.
Cheating just means you care.
Like, that's all it means. I don't know why people act like cheating is a bad thing. Like, all it means is you're trying hard. All right, but
If anything, it means you're trying harder.
if anything, Adrian Giannis should have cheated.
I was going to say, I think Rob Font cheated.
He hit him too hard.
Like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Oh man,
I wasn't ready. Let's do it again.
we all had our hearts with Adrian Giannis here. Adrian Giannis is a personal friend of my boy Matt. But we said it. Adrian Giannis, who's a very good fighter. Look, let's say this. There is no shame in losing to Rob Font. Absolutely none. Nobody wants to lose to anybody, but when you lose to Rob Font, it's not like, oh shit, you suck. Like, so
I mean, I guess better now than later.
he's still young. He's 29.
Better now than later. Better when you're talking about ranks that are further apart. So, it's not like,
Yeah, I don't think he shouldn't drop too much. It was number 12 fighting number 6.
yeah, maybe 13,
I know genius in math, but 6 times 2 is 12, right?
something like that.
Something like that. And
So I feel like that fight. I think he just got a little too heated in it. He should have maybe just backed off a little bit and given some, because he usually gets knockouts in about 2, 3, because he doesn't have 5-round fights. But later on he starts finding his timing. His chin gets kind of warmed up, I think. And then again, we're talking about Rob Font, so.
we said
I couldn't tell you what technically he did wrong there. I think just got into a firefight in the zone, and either one of them could have eaten the wrong hit. And, it was very easy to see that Giannis could have knocked him out. And it just didn't happen that way this time.
Giannis has, what did you call it? Rock for hands?
He's got fucking rocks in his hands.
Rocks in his hands.
Yeah, he's got hands of stone.
Maybe he was cheating.
What do you mean?
Maybe he was cheating. He put
He
rocks in his
lost.
hands. Hey, that's cheating doesn't mean you always win.
That's true.
There's bad cheaters out there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He was about to say, I'm one. I just said it on the fucking air. I'm a bad cheater. Sorry, babe.
I've always thought if you're competing, the first thing you got to do, okay, how do I cheat in this? if I have
How do I get an unfair advantage?
Like my family, every time they want to have like game nights, because I don't have those.
Think about it. Connor broke his own leg so he could cheat.
I'm like, if you ever invite me to a game night, I got to know how I could cheat in this.
He's like, I want to fight at 170. I got to do steroids. Breaking my leg this time.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So, man, Adrian Yanez should be fine. He's ranked number 12, right?
Number 12.
I don't think he drops from there because he lost to number 6 guy.
You know, I think the Cheeto fight's maybe still on the...
Yeah,
because Cheeto just lost. He's too high up, though.
Can
He's
you give me
higher up
6
than...
through 12, please?
He's higher up than...
6 through 12.
He's 4 right now, I think, because
Cheeto, yeah,
he
you're
just
right.
beat Font and then lost to Sanhagen. So, yeah, Cheeto's not going to be in that area.
6 is Rob Font. 7 is Dominic Cruz. 8 is Jaedong Song. 9 is Pedro Munoz. 10 is Ricky Simon.
Those are the fights. He has those 3 options, which is Pedro Munoz, Song Yadong, and Dominic Cruz.
Why do you say Sonya Dong? Is his name Sonya Dong?
Well,
or
that's what
That's how
everybody-
they pronounce
that's how everybody
it, which
calls
they
it.
always pronounce everything
I
wrong.
know who
So,
Song Yadong
but
is.
if they can do
But
it,
it's
we
a
can do
Y
it too.
and an S.
Personal friend of mine, he told me, Chesco, my name is Song Yadong.
So what is this? A silent Y and a silent S?
It's like, what is it? Cornisha with an F? What is it?
Cornisha with an F.
Exactly like that. So,
All those fights tough.
well, yeah, they're
Wait,
not going to
so-
get any easier than Rob
Yes,
Font.
but you...
yeah.
We just
So
talked about
we said
how
Song Yadong, Dominic Cruz, and what was the other
Pedro
option?
Munoz.
Pedro Munoz. Take Pedro.
yeah. If you're gonna choose somebody, but that's not an easy fight either. Let's put that out there. Like,
Take Pedro, and I'd love to see the Dominic fight. And it would be the first time I'm actually rooting for
fight
Dominic
doesn't
to
make
lose.
sense, just timing wise, because Giannis just fought. Dominic
Well, 6
hasn't fought in a
months.
while,
Yeah,
so he's probably gonna fight in between.
Dom doesn't fight a lot though, so
That's the problem. If he's probably gonna fight in the next 3-4 months, he won't fight again for like another year.
But see, I think that's I think that's a good fight. I like I said, it'd be the first fight in a long time where I was rooting for somebody other than Dom. But yeah,
Song Yadong and Pedro Munoz make sense. I think.
No,
I'm not talking shit on Adrian Yanez. That's my boy. Dominic Cruz is just he's too much of a puzzle. And I think Adrian Yanez is still young. We can't forget about that. This is his 5th UFC fight? 6th?
well, see, I think one thing though is Adrian goes to the body a lot, and that's what you have to do against Dom.
I mean, Dom does
Because
everything.
his head moves too much, so you go to the body. And Adrian goes to the body more than I've seen probably any fighter with their hands. I mean, people
I'm
throw
with you.
kicks
It's a
and
good
knees
fight.
and stuff like that, but
But Dominic Cruz is a puzzle.
no, I
He's
think
just
I
a
still think
puzzle.
Dominic Cruz can
Yeah.
basically fight a champion
Yeah.
on the next fight and possibly win the fight. You know,
Yeah,
whoever the champion is.
I wouldn't. I'm not saying don't ever fight Dominic Cruz, but you just lost to Rob Font. You don't come back and fight him.
Yeah, and I
Like,
think
it's-
I think Dom would beat Rob Font.
It's like saying shit. If in comparison, I just lost to Gilbert Burns. Let me go fight Kamaru Usman next. Like you don't do that, right? It's similar to that. So Adrian Yanez, Pedro Munoz is a good fight.
Song Yadong would be a good one.
Song Yadong would be a good
a
one.
really good one because he's a power fighter who can knock you the fuck out. But
Can I ask you a question?
they're gonna bang it out.
You think this fight should have been Song Yadong instead of Rob Font? Rob Font is a big leap. His last fight was against who?
Sonya Dongs?
No, man.
Adrian?
Adrian Yanez
Adrian was Kelly,
against Kelly.
and it was a bad knockout. Quick.
Yes. From what's Kelly's first name again?
Is it what Tony?
We got our producer here should help us.
I'm what Tony.
Yeah, Tony Kelly.
Tony Kelly, that is his name.
I can only work so fast, sir.
All right, Tony Kelly. From Tony Kelly, the Rob Font is a massive leap.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few fighters in between. and Song Yadong is one of them. Like, you could have. This fight probably should have been Song Yadong. Like, and we all had Giannis because everybody says he's a future champion. I don't think that changes because you lose to Rob Font.
Yeah.
It's a massive leap. I think you should take the proper steps to get to that leap. Like, Rob Font has been world champions. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think, it's just like if they fought 3 more times, we'd see a couple different endings. So I think that's just what it comes down to when you're talking about this level, trying to stay on top and trying to stay, on the winning side of things. It's really tough. And, a lot of it's the psychology behind, fighting. When you win a lot of times, kind of the same way, getting into these firefights and just, landing your hand where their hand does not land, you kind of stay on.
I feel like that was very poetic. Say it again.
I could never say that again.
Landing your hand where his hand does not land. There you go.
I like that. I'm a poet,
And you didn't even know it. Look at that.
So is he.
Another option is instead of going up, you could build your win. Ricky Simone is not a bad name.
Well, I think the issue, like, also going down though, is that those motherfuckers are good too, man. So it's like,
yeah, but Ricky Simone is a good fighter. Yeah, absolutely. But he's number 10, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
No, that's a perfect fight.
It's a perfect fight.
He'll knock the brakes off of Ricky. that would be.
Gotta calm down. That's what you said about Rob Font. That's what you said about Rob Font. It didn't work out.
Who looked worse?
Before or after the knockout?
After the knockout, after they're both standing.
Oh, you mean facially?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob Font.
Yeah.
No, because Giannis could crack.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just who got cracked, and that's just it's kind of like the how would Conor and Jose Aldo have gone if it didn't happen the way it did? Like, just that one punch did not land.
Oh, I think Aldo wins.
Exactly. So that's the thing about fights like this. It's like when they don't run it back on like a quick knockout, you kind of never know, So
another thing, when you're number 12 fighting number 6, they ain't running it back no matter what you do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he might get that fight back if he goes back, wins, and says, I want to fight him because I want to get that loss back. Or that
that's
back.
never happening. Rob Font's 35 years old. He probably has 2 or 3 more fights, and that's it. And trust me, Rob Font's not the end game for Adrian Yanez.
No, yeah.
Like,
you'll move on past it.
Yeah, you move on past that.
Not worry about it.
Yeah. But Rob Font, who does Rob Font fight next?
I thought we just said it.
I think it can't be Chito Vera. You don't want to go through that again.
Chesko?
Oh.
No, yeah, you got to stop putting me in this.
That's what I thought we had just said.
No.
I thought that was the point of this podcast.
Stop.
Trying to find a fight for Chesko.
Stop. I'm going to walk out. Put my life in danger.
Hey, you have the weight advantage.
Nah, I'm going to cut.
You can't cut that much.
What are you cutting down to?
I'm going to cut an arm off.
Who's?
You're going from one advantage to one disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. Who? Let me see. Who? He was number 6.
We have
Rob Font's in trouble.
Marlon Vera, Peter Yan, Corey Sanhagen, Sean
fight,
O'Malley.
Peter Yan. And Peter Yan, is a puzzle. I don't. Rob Font.
He's on a losing streak right now, huh?
Yeah, he lost 4 in
actually-
a row.
No, 3 fights. He
No. Yeah.
He lost
3.
to Sterling twice.
But in between, he beat Sanhagen.
He won against Sterling once.
No, he never
No, he
won.
lost.
He lost
By disqualification.
by
so they ran it back.
disqualification, and then
He lost by the disqualification?
yeah, he needed him while he was on the ground. And
Yeah.
then,
Oh, yeah, right.
and then then he beat Sanhagen.
I wonder if anybody's ever like been like, it has to happen. Somebody be like on mount or like like reverse mount or something and like farted during the fucking fight.
What?
Like just like could you just qualify him for like
No, you can't. You know why?
somebody shit themselves?
Exactly. There was a girl who, yeah, you can find it. I don't know her name,
She shit herself in the
but
fight.
she did, and yeah,
Did they finish the fight?
I think they did. Yeah.
Those
Like
are troopers.
doo-doo running down her leg and shit.
That's a trooper.
Yeah.
Did she win? Please tell me she won.
I think she lost. Obviously, her stomach wasn't in the best of.
She got scared shitless. That's what happened.
All right, so Rob Font versus Peter Yan makes sense.
So now we go from
This has been a seesaw of emotions.
one tragedy to another one.
This has been a seesaw of emotions.
Would you like to pour one out?
Oh yeah. For all my dead homies. Somebody's gonna have to clean that today. I don't know what that
Yeah, we're gonna get ants in here.
I don't fuck
And roaches.
the things we do for y'all. Like,
Well, I don't come till next week.
the things we do for y'all, man. Actually, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it with you right here, homie. Give you a proper goodbye.
Na na
Na
na
na na na na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Oh man, Jorge Masvidal's gone. Let's talk about this robbery.
I thought we were about to do a moment of silence.
Let's talk. Okay, let's do a moment of silence. Hold on.
No. All right, time. It's done.
No. We're gonna do a moment of silence, and we're gonna do it properly because he deserves it. This ain't no ordinary person you're talking about here.
How long are you gonna put it for? 15
what
seconds.
is it?
15 seconds.
Okay. Man, I was actually in an event where
I have a timer right here. I don't know why you're putting a timer on here.
I'm not putting a timer.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
gotta
looking for
Just put it.
Las Mañanitas.
no. I'm trying to play a song.
It's a
but-
moment of silence. It means that there's nothing, no noise. Shh. That's his best comeback because he knows I'm right.
I don't know what song. Hold on. I'm trying to find the perfect song for this moment. Let me see.
You only got one shot.
No. Oh fuck! It's in my AirPods.
Oh, well, I feel like we're.
Hey, I need you to put a montage of.
Nope.
I need you to put up his best moments.
There's only one.
Hey, no lie. Put that moment in.
You can put the whole fight.
All right, man. We lost the GOAT. Man. Let's talk about that robbery. Cause he won that fight. First of all, if we talk about 5 rounds here, he won the walkout. 1 round. He won the first round. Lost the second, lost the third, won the post-fight interview. That's 3-2 if you ask me.
Well, would you?
And the first round of Adesanya Pereira is so bad it should have gone to Masvidal.
Would you put it at a 10 or would
I was
you
gonna
put
say I
it
thought
at
he should have stuck around to fight Izzy.
Well, he would have beat him.
I say it would be tied at best because I think one of those rounds was a 10-8 round.
Unfortunately, he retired after. But you know what? Good for you, man. You came here. You made your money. Became a star. You helped Kobe Covington after you hit him a couple times. In, and outside of the cage. You helped Kamaru Usman. Are you going to give him credit for that?
What do you do with Kamaru Usman?
He brought his star power up. He got it paid.
Oh, that's true.
He added another win to Kamaru Usman's
2
record.
2
2 more. Yeah. He was fluffing.
No,
the
he
record
gave him
for
the rub. He gave him the rub. He got him some star power. He got him paid. Maybe he could do that a little bit for Gilbert.
Would you say that Masvidal versus McGregor was a fight we never got?
I'm not sure we never got it yet.
I don't think that fight's going away.
I don't think that fight. I
You
think.
don't think so? So you think he comes from back from the
There's not a lot of time.
Well, I think you get he's not going to stop training, first off. He's like kind of big brother at the gym, first off. Second off, I think, this just puts him in a negotiating seat. Now he can negotiate a lot better because he's got to come out of retirement to fight Conor.
Best fighter of American top team.
The amount of money that shit is going to generate, he knows what it is. And he knows that's something that has to come eventually soon. So it's just
There's not a lot of time
sit
left.
on your ass and do it.
He is 38. But if Conor McGregor loses to Michael Chandler, there's a possibility that fight happens and...
Well, it would never happen in a million years, so no worries.
What?
Conor losing.
No, not in a million. In
I
a
mean,
couple
not
months.
like
It's a possibility. if
no, I think he's gonna be Kamaru.
Who's gonna be Kamaru?
Conor.
Conor can't.
Come
Conor.
on.
Let's
Come
say,
on now.
No,
Come on.
Let's say he does go beat. He beats Michael Chandler. Then
He's gonna
goes,
be Chandler, and then he's gonna be Colby, and then he's gonna be Usman, and then he's just gonna go and be a triple champ, you know?
You know, this brings me nostalgia because this is how I used to talk.
How?
With no sense at all.
Exactly. What he just said. I was thinking of the proper words. And those were it.
Found him.
Yeah, found them. What were you
That
gonna
was
say?
easy.
Matthew's a wordsmith today, huh?
Wordsmith, yeah. What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
He's like, I agree.
No input at all. Can you say some nice words about the GOAT, please? Do something positive about the guy
Your
who
braids today look like a football.
They did, man. You look amazing.
They're way better than before.
They've come up. They've came up. Nah, man. Good career. Decent career. 52
I
fights.
would agree.
He doesn't even look 40, dude.
He's not. That's why he doesn't look 40.
Let's see how old he is.
He's 38.
38 for
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you would know.
I would know. I was at the birthday party.
You know, I got to be careful what I say because he might actually come and find me.
Yeah, that's why I was very careful with Kevin Holland. Be careful. You gotta know who you're talking about. There's some guys who don't care.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Would you fight him?
I would not fight. No.
Hey, wait. Let me finish. Would you fight Masvidal
For Masvidal money?
for him to get out of retirement?
No, he's fine in retirement. Why would you want to?
Well,
That would be double negative.
would you say that we all want another Masvidal fight?
No, we don't.
So you don't want another Masvidal
No, I don't
fight?
want another.
Not even
Masvidal.
against Conor?
So you're not a die-hard fan.
No, I am the guy fought 52 fights. I have enough to watch.
Was this one 52?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I have enough to watch. I
No,
don't
think
need a
this was 50 I
53rd.
think this was 53.
No,
Huh?
this
No,
one's
this is
52.
52.
Wasn't it 16 and 36? That'd be
No,
52.
it was 16 and
36.
51 plus this one, 52.
It was 50. This is 52.
They had already put the loss on his record.
Yeah, this is 52. So, yeah, I'm like, we cannot have these people fight forever. Like, GSP left, let him go.
However, GSP can come back and fuck
Yeah,
some people up.
GSP left
A lot younger.
a little bit higher status than Masvidal did.
Oh, no.
Well, because
I guarantee you GSP wishes he got the checks Masvidal got. I guarantee you.
Well, that's not what we're arguing right now.
That's
We're
what I'm
arguing-
arguing.
So who
I don't
got-
know what you
That's
argue.
all you really
I
care
don't know
about.
what you arguing.
The money.
If we ain't talking about money, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? A belt? Like I bought Ray
And
one
he
for
got one of those.
Yeah, I got one of those. I bought
Did he get it or did? Yeah, he got
he
it.
got
Yeah,
it.
He got it.
I bought Ray one for Christmas. Like what are we talking about here? If we ain't talking about money, then what are we talking about? Nah, he leaves, I think, with the Uriah Fabers. The guys who were never champions, but they hate this word, and I mean it as a compliment. I really don't think this is a bad word. A journeyman is not a bad word.
No, I agree.
A journeyman is not a bad word. And he leaves as one of those
If anything, it says a lot about you.
Exactly.
It says good things about you.
a beloved journeyman, which is what Donald Cerrone was, which is what Uriah Faber was, which is what Jorge Masvidal is, Nate Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are beloved journeymen, and most of them. Which one of those is not going to be in the Hall of Fame in your opinion?
No, they're all going to be in the Hall.
They're probably all going to be in the Hall of Fame, right?
I think if you fight more than 20 times, you should probably just go to the Hall of Fame eventually.
In the UFC.
Yeah.
No, those guys, Jim Miller, I don't think. Donald Cerrone. We all love Donald Cerrone.
Yeah.
Anybody has a bad thing to say about Donald Cerrone here?
Nobody has anything bad to say about any of the fighters on this
That's
continent.
true.
Because
Or any other
all
fighters.
whip your ass.
Another guy you don't want to call out. He'll come right here to the studio. No, Donald Cerrone has not won a fight since pre-pandemic by a lot.
He retired though, right?
Yeah, he
Oh,
retired
he's retired.
recently, but like I think he won his last fight like in 2019 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2023 and he retired late 2022. No, probably before 2019. He's a Hall of Famer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So and yeah, like and I get it. Some of the guys don't like to hear it, but being a journeyman, in my opinion, is not a bad thing at all. It's actually a very good thing. And yeah, he goes in line with those guys.
Maybe he just gives it a bad name.
Yeah, and now being a journeyman is being a BMF.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
A beautiful motherfucker.
Now, from two tragedies to, would you call this an upset? What would you call this?
Good question. And you normally don't have those.
Things are changing around here. Not very quickly, but little by little, we're getting there.
Call this history.
Say that again.
History. History has been written.
I don't know if it was an upset because again, he was the favorite.
He was
the last
favorite.
one was an upset because he won the whole fight and then lost, and he had beaten everybody and had not lost. So that was an upset. This one was reclaiming.
But would you call it an upset because he's
He
lost
was the-
every fight to Alex Pereira?
We're talking about Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira, the main event.
No, I wouldn't say that's an upset still because, I mean, we're talking about MMA, and he was still the favorite in this fight. He was the favorite in the last one. So, I mean, I think you have to at least be an underdog for it to be an upset.
It's crazy. I'm with you because it's rare that you lose to a guy 3 times in a row.
And you're the favorite every time.
And you're the favorite on the 4th.
And I think he's also been technically more sound on every one of their fights.
And the crazy thing is that he was winning every fight until he wasn't, right?
Including the kickboxing fight.
Yes, every fight until he wasn't. And honestly, I did. Did you watch the kickboxing fights?
Yep.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best I've seen. I'm sorry, the worst I've seen him.
they were very cautious. They definitely were.
I know Matthew thought that Adesanya, which you're not wrong. Like the first round was really nothing. It could have gone either way. In my opinion, slight edge. I have no idea why I gave it to Alex Pereira. The way it was looking just visually, the second was looking for Alex Pereira. Even DC said it. It wasn't looking good. And
It's because, and he said he was playing possum.
which I don't know how much I believe that, but I don't think he was massively hurt.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't massively hurt, but I don't know if he was playing possum.
In the second round, you can definitely tell there was moments where he stopped and he didn't go one way or another. He tried to stay in the spot.
Those leg kicks were leg kicks.
Yes, they did.
Those leg kicks.
Every
were,
time he switched
Yeah,
chances,
I
he'd
think
get kicked.
the fight going longer would have been a problem.
Yes, especially with those leg kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why they might just run it back again because it's such a dangerous fight every time. And who do you put these guys against? I mean, you might have to move, Robert Whittaker. He might have to do something. Maybe he fights Pereira and then,
Robert Whittaker is the most unlucky guy ever. Like, honestly, Robert Whittaker is the most unlucky guy ever. Can you do me a favor? I know we're not talking about Robert Whittaker. Is there a way to pull up his record?
I'm about to pull it up right now.
His record it's insane. His record is insane.
He's 25-6.
It's a murderer's row that he's beaten. Like, his names.
I mean, do you remember what
Vittori, Gastelum, a Cannonier.
what he
Till.
did to Gastelum was ridiculous.
He fought Romero
Twice.
twice.
Jacare,
Sousa.
right? Yes, Jacare Souza. It's a murderer's row of guys that he's beaten, and he can't beat Adesanya.
He's
And
got
not only
Bronson, Natal. Literally every fight he's won, he has every fight since 18, 17, 16, 16, 15. He's won every single fight since 2015, except any fight he has against Adesanya.
that's crazy. And you saw Adesanya Vittori. Adesanya won the fight, but it wasn't. It was a very boring fight. It wasn't like, oh, Adesanya outclassed him. I think he won clearly. You saw what Whittaker.
Nah, I think when he fucked up Vittori rather.
Vittori, put it this way. I'm with you. I think he won the fights. Vittori, to this day, says he thinks he won both fights, which I don't agree with him. But what I'm saying is,
Neither do the judges.
and neither do the judges, neither do you, neither do I. Nobody does. But even he had to come out and say, yo, Robert Whittaker just fucked me up. Because Robert Whittaker fucked him up. Like, he hurt him. He hit him. Couldn't hit him back. It wasn't like Adesanya was very
I think
technical.
the second Robert Whittaker fight was a really
Close fight.
I
think,
fucking
yes.
fight. I give it to Whittaker, actually. I had to watch it again, see if I still agree with that verdict.
Me
but
too. I give it to Whittaker.
I gave it to Whittaker. I put some weight on those takedowns and just his ability to. I don't think either one of them hurt each other much more than the other, but I think all those takedowns, what was it, like 3-4 of them? I think that holds some weight considering it was. I don't want to say a stalemate, but it was an even
telling you,
fight.
man, you have a great
Stand up.
MMA man. You should fight Adesanya, not play.
I've been asking for the fight.
I'm not gonna put you in that place.
Let's
They gotta
hear
work.
your call out. What is your call out like?
No, don't call anybody out, man.
Adesanya.
I see you.
I see you.
And you look really good all the way over there.
You had a really good fight tonight, and keep it up, son.
That's as far as we're going, right? No, I'm saying Robert Whittaker is like, okay, he's gonna fight Paulo Costa probably. He's probably gonna beat him. Yeah. But then what do? Like
You fight Izzy.
You fight Izzy.
But I think they probably put him against Pereira.
That's a tough fight.
Unless
too,
they
man.
just run it back, which it kind of didn't seem like they were like gunning for the rematch. So, because generally they'll say something. I mean, we'll watch Dana later, but it seems like they might move it on.
The UFC's not too keen on giving somebody a champion a rematch that never defended the belt.
Yeah, that's one reason. But I don't think they're going to drop him very much because they would like to see the fight again, but probably make him fight somebody else to prove it. Yeah. And who else better than Robert Whittaker, who I think is already known he would probably have to fight him. He talks about how big he is. Like, the guy's fucking massive. And he's fucking massive.
Yeah, the guy is massive.
So, that's a tough fight. But it is a fight that Robert Whittaker can win.
And he can win, but, man, would you like to have Robert Whittaker's career?
Yeah.
He was a champion.
I don't see why not.
I think he was well paid, too, because, I mean, he was, like,
not
really
as
young.
Not as good as he should be. Like, that's
well,
why.
Of course. No one's paid as much as they should be, other than the...
I'm your biggest fan, but Nate Diaz, Dustin Poirier, him, these guys get paid massively, never been champions. Robert Whittaker, you just saw that. He has been a champion.
You would figure that he would be hopefully getting paid a little bit more than...
Yeah.
But
which is not the case, unfortunately. But
that's the price you got to pay for having no character like me.
You showed a little bit today. I'm
See?
proud of you.
Thank you.
Nah, but Robert Whittaker is a cool dude. Like,
I'm a cool dude. I just got no character.
Nah, I don't know. See, I gave you a compliment. I gave you an inch. You wanted a mile. I don't
Hey, you got to reach.
Yeah, I gave you an inch.
You don't get compliments you don't ask for.
It's a Robert Whittaker just doesn't talk shit. He's like, yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, and then goes and beats the living fuck out of the guy. But
I think he's gonna get his shot again. I mean, how do you keep the guy from the,
it's the thing.
From the top?
And not only that hurts the division. Yeah. That hurts the division so bad because it's like, okay, this guy can't be my champion. Nobody can come close to beating this guy. So what are we gonna do?
This is the same thing we're having with Kobe Covington.
Well, we do have the Chimaev. We do have,
Oh, that's true. There's a couple guys coming up.
There's some guys coming up.
There's guys coming up.
There's some guys coming up.
Chimaev is not a bad. Good call. He's having a good night, man.
We got Chimaev.
Outside of the Giannis thing. He's having a good night.
I'm out of alcohol. And our floor's too wet already, so. But nonetheless, who else we got? 170, 180.
No, 185.
No, I know, but 170s, some of them are moving up. So you got some people that are moving around.
Well, Covington's
probably not moving up.
Look, I know that I'm loyal to you. I am. But Kobe Covington's a beast. Kobe Covington can go up and beat most of the 185 division. I call it right now.
You think he would, though? You think he would go up?
I don't see why not.
I think he's too close to the title right now.
Well, now it's too easy. Yeah,
now he's got Leon, and he'll just go butt-fuck Leon, and that's gonna be it.
But he can go beat Leon.
And then go for the champ.
Yes, you know why? Because you don't want to fight Usman.
Him with a championship and Usman now going for the belt, that's a better headspace for Kobe.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? When you get that belt and you realize you're the champ, I mean, that's what they've been talking about.
You have what
it
takes to actually become.
Yeah, I think, he was obviously in those fights.
You think anything changes, though? Maybe
Yeah.
If Usman slowed down, which it looked like he did.
Well, starting with the fact that Usman has now lost.
Yeah, and
twice.
He's lost twice. And if Kobe was the champion, now he's a champion, and Usman now has 2 losses and has been taken down. All these different things have changed. Like, literally everything about Usman is no longer the truth. Other than the fact that he's still amazing, but let's overlook that little thing. Like that little part,
just frosting on the cake is a little bit.
Shove it under the fucking.
He did look slower in his last fight. No lie, he did. So maybe, and Covington did not. He looks pretty damn good.
Yeah,
still.
I know. He stepped it up.
Yeah, he stepped it up. So, but I'm telling you, Covington. I'm with all the respect to Leon Edwards, I think he wins that fight. And then I'm just a proponent that when a guy beats you twice, he's probably gonna beat you the third time.
How did that work tonight?
No, but that wasn't twice. He beat him 3 times. So it's like,
So obviously you can come back.
no, you can. But
He had been knocked out twice and lost one.
like
by
the Max
decision.
Holloway thing, it didn't work out very well, right? And
Well, he looked good the second one.
yeah, but the third
third
one
one, he
got
did
bad.
not look
yeah,
great.
the third one got bad. I think Uriah Faber. He the second one with Cruz was close.
Third one, yeah.
Third one was not close at all. Like, and we could keep even twice sometimes with the Cody Garbrandt.
Well, I think it's
TJ
also
Dillashaw.
certain styles though. Like certain styles are more current to today's level of technical.
Yeah.
You know,
I just think
technique,
styles
you know,
make
so-
fight, and unfortunately, when a wrestler fights a wrestler, it normally turns into a stand-up fight.
Yeah.
I just think that Kamaru Usman is a better stand-up fighter than Colby Covington.
I can agree with that, but I think the pace also is going to be a big
Hey,
thing.
that's what's crazy about Usman. He could keep up that pace.
Mhm.
The only person I've seen that could keep up that pace. So, but yeah, maybe he can because Covington's a beast. I'm just saying styles make fights, and I just think it's not.
They should fight again at 185.
I guess they could.
I mean, there's really no point.
No, but
I
I'm saying,
mean,
if I'm Kobe, I'm a Kobe fan now. I'm gonna get a Kobe poster.
shit,
If Kobe,
I feel like that's.
just put it right there next to his
I
buddy.
wouldn't call it ironic
Masvidal.
because it's not ironic, but
people, hey, can we talk about something real quick?
an oxymoron. I feel like that's an oxymoron.
What? I can't be a Kobe fan?
To have a Kobe fan and
Two
Kobe
rivals next to
posters
each other.
and a Masvidal poster at the same time.
No, but we can arrange when they're there. Cause
Okay, but I
This
said,
will go
I
into
said
the-
at the same time.
this will go into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
We got another room here in this building, which is gonna be called the Hall of Fame room, and that's gonna be going into the Hall of Fame.
But I think if anything, it would be an oxymoron, not an ironic, to have both of them at the same
No,
time.
an oxymoron is like when you say, "Hey,
Opposites.
we want to be alone
Hey,
together."
what is that opposites? that would be opposites.
No, but things that shouldn't go together.
Yeah. You made my point.
They were actually together for 25 minutes in the ring.
Yeah, but they shouldn't go together.
No,
And as a fan, you shouldn't be a fan of one and a fan of the other.
Why not?
Because they're two different
the thing is,
fighters.
but we're talking about fighting, where like,
Yeah.
fuck it, they both fight good.
No, they do both fight well, very well, right? They wouldn't be where they are if they didn't fight well.
So,
but
like,
if you are a true diehard Masvidal fan, like some of us are,
No, I'm not a diehard Masvidal fan.
yes, you are.
damn, that's what all those are fighting
No,
words.
I'm
Wow.
an honest Masvidal
Cheska
fan.
wants it.
Every
Send it
single
up.
time you want him to win, right?
Yeah, but I would,
But every single time he fights, you want him to win,
of course.
including the times that he was fighting Covington.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't it be not ironic? Wouldn't it be an oxymoron to have them both on your wall?
No, because you're acting like I'm saying, "Hey, I want both of them to win in the same fight." That would be an oxymoron. No,
I
I'm
don't
saying
think that would be either.
Yeah, I don't think that's an oxymoron, but
That's just
that's just a stupid saying.
That's just fucking dumb. as
you
shit.
both can't win.
Yeah, we've established that.
Okay,
Well, you
that's
can-
the
I
definition
mean-
of an oxymoron.
You both.
It's like let's both win. That's
you-
an oxymoron.
You can both not win.
That's a tie.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, what I'm saying is, yeah, I want him to win while acknowledging that Covington's a great fighter. That's very possible.
I would agree with that.
That's all
I
I'm
think he
saying.
did.
Who did what?
I think Masvidal did say he was a great fighter.
Yeah, it would be dumb. That's why Masvidal said I can't say it.
No, I never disagreed with that.
Then why have you wasted 3 years? 3 minutes of my life.
You're the one to keeping the conversation going.
You're like, that's an oxymoron. First of all, no, it's not. Learn your words. Like, my girl pissed me off. She's like, I hope you watch this, by the way. She's like,
If she does, I mean, kudos to her. 'Cause
She's like, no.
it's crazy. She's like,
Never.
You know what? It's crazy. It's ironic. My hair was wet and it was raining outside. Not ironic at all. Not even a coincidence. It means it was raining and you took a shower. That's all it means. You know, learn your words, people.
unless she takes a shower outside.
She did
Meanwhile,
not.
they were just arguing about
And again,
oxymoron.
it wouldn't be ironic. You're like, it was raining and you went outside. Oh, true story. True story. I swear I'm not making up. We'll wrap up with this. I went to a gas station and apparently a lady opened the door for us to walk in. And apparently she had fell outside of the walking into the gas station. And when I'm going to go pay for what I'm getting from the gas station, apparently the daughter or somebody because she wasn't a super old lady, but was a little older. It's like, so is there anybody we can call? Because my mom fell outside and there was no sign. And the lady in front was like, she fell outside. What would the sign say? It's raining? She's not wrong. It's clearly raining outside. She's like, what would the sign say?
What did the lady say?
I don't know. I left. But it's a
How
good
could you
question.
leave during that?
Yeah, because you got to mind your business. But she's not wrong, man. What would the sign say? Yo, be careful. Look up.
When it rains outside, wet and slippery.
Yeah, like, it's like, no, she fell outside.
Water is wet.
Water's wet, yeah. All right, so that was the recap. RIP to... No, you're alive.
To his career?
Look,
He
RIP
would
to
be
his
resting
career.
in peace. He doesn't have to
Yes.
fucking
Congratulations on an amazing career.
go get fat.
52 fights. Go enjoy your money. Bare Knuckle FC. Go keep making money. Thank you for everything. Shout out. Congrats to the champ again, Israel Adesanya. Till next time.
Peace.